Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing on this lovely Tuesday afternoon, actually? Even though I'm saying good morning. For those that have the chance to at least click on this and, get a good view of today's topic. As you know, this is the month of cancer awareness, and we're wrapping it up with our last Tuesday talking about being a mascot for someone who needs some extra faith from another individual who is willing to love them in their situation dealing with cancer. Shall I say they battle with cancer. And as always, we're just going to start it off with, do you care about yourself, kid? And we always shout with a thunderous. Yeah. All right, and today on my left, I have my brother, Day One. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself. Can you tell us your name, by the way?
Shaquan, Shaquan Aka. It's a Muslim name. Come from North New Jersey. Born at St. Michael's Hospital. 30 right now. Cancer baby. July 14th.
Cancer baby.
July 14th. Cancer baby. 1993. Life's been good since then.
Life's been good. Like how good?
I can complain. I can't complain.
That's what I'm talking. You definitely can't complain. Now, being that we're in the month of cancer, and you and I, we had a chance to talk last week on Thursday, and you shared a lot of intimate and like gems that spoke to me, and I was just like, I gotta get you on a podcast. And then I was so hysterical at the same time. I was a little hesitant. I was like, I don't know if you're gonna show up, man. I don't know, especially on the day of. So how you feel about being able to talk about that venture you took with your mom?
No, I feel good about it, man. It's a real uncomfortable subject, but to me, I embrace things like that. I learn how to embrace things to move forward and stuff like that. So to me, it's a special thing to me.
And not being that is special, we're gonna jump into the first question. Well, I already said that. Tell us about yourself and your experience with your mother. But could you tell us more about your mom? Your relationship with your mom, I should say.
Well, she go by the name Katrina. Katrina Hinton. Single parent, single mother. We grew up. And Newark. We moved around a lot. She was a three job person. Barely had time for playtime. She was always working and stuff like that. So, she was a humble lady. Always a hard worker. Just making sure I had everything I needed for school and basically.
Are you an only child?
Yeah, I got a couple brothers and stuff like that from different parts. But as far as my mom, just me and her locked in. That's it.
So when you found out that she had, when she told me, when she broke it down to you, because they weren't there, could you elaborate on what you had told me and how she broke it down to you?
Like I said, it was it was 2014. She came home one day. I seen something in her eye that was different. She sat me down, and we just had a small brief talk, and basically she didn't even hesitate. She just blurted it out and said, she called me. See, my mother, she different. Like my first name is Shaquan, but in my household, they call me by my middle name. So she was like, Damien, I just got breast cancer. So I'm like, it was a shocking. So it was like to me, I was just shocked and everything. I didn't even know how to take it. So I was like, I really didn't know knowledge on breast cancer like that. So I didn't know how serious and how to even the emotion side of a man supposed to be for his mother at that time. So it was just a learning experience, and it was just a wrong perfect time and for that to even occur for me. So I just know when she told me it didn't hit me right at first. Because it was brand new for her and me. But I feel like when I got by myself and I really sat down and thought about what she was telling me and things like that, that's when it really sat in. Yeah, it settled in to where I need to be a strong alpha.
For her.
Yeah, alpha in her life to get her through what she need to get through.
So we're gonna jump into the audience with everyone with this topic, and just more so gleaming off of what Day One said. So, was anybody a mascot to an individual? Because I'm gonna just paraphrase the question. Is anyone a mascot to someone that was going through a struggling time, and you was able to motivate them even within that struggle? Anyone?
I might say yes. Both my parents suffered from cancer. My father suffered 5 different times and is currently in recovery for his 5th time. My mom, she wasn't as strong as your mom. I saw something different in my mom's eyes and her attitude because my mom was always a strong individual. And she became very timid and weak and nervous. And so I said to my aunt that something's going on with mom. Make a long story short, we found out that she had breast cancer and she was hiding it from the whole family. So to continue to make a longer story shorter, I became her like companion because I knew nothing about home health aid. I didn't like the idea of washing my mom or changing her.
There was the struggle of trying to do some of those things.
Right. I just didn't want to, and there was so much chaos in the family at that time. I just rather to be there for my mom. And her favorite song that I used to play for her was the song that goes like a strong boat from the ocean. Big waves. Yeah, she liked that song, even though she was like a gung-ho Christian, but she loved that song. And in her final days, I was always there with her. Yeah.
Thank you, Patrick. Maybe is there another? I mean, it don't necessarily have to be specifically a cancer. It could be just anything that they've struggled with, and you was there by their side, rooting them on, being there for them.
I'll go. My mom has multiple sclerosis, MS, so I'm 34 now. My mom's been in a wheelchair since I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Can't walk, paralyzed from the waist down my whole life. So, but I'm the baby of the family. My sister's 10 years older than me. We both grew up different. Like when she first started getting sick, I was still a little girl, you know, so I grew up different than what my sister did. But, you know, she's still here. She's the strongest lady I know. And, you know, my dad is like the home health aide. He never left. They're married 48 years, my parents. Yeah, so, but, you know, and it's crazy because, like, when I was out there in the street, she actually prayed for me nonstop. And it was like, you know, because I pray for her every day, but I was, you know, she always tells me I'm her biggest blessing. But no matter what, even though she's like that, that's, you know, the strongest lady I know. And that's my biggest motivation, actually. So, yeah.
Thank you, Samantha. I'll take one more. Anyone? All right. So, as you just heard, Day One, there's a lot of people who also were Day Ones for their family members, and it's a struggle not to remain a Day One, but to remain solid as they're going through that pain, because you can't feel what they feel. You can only try to not necessarily imagine, but connect to them as you're being there for them.
Try to gravitate to it. You know,
Yes.
Try to put yourself in their shoes, even if you can't feel it. Just try to put yourself like, what if it was you on the same note, laying down, couldn't move, or couldn't even get yourself to, like, you know, like she said, you gotta wash up people and stuff like that. You know, change them, put clothes on. You know, you want that same type.
Especially our mothers.
Yeah, you know,
They did it for us.
You know?
Yes. So with our second question, and we on still talking about like illnesses, like when you hear people discuss, this is the second question. When you hear people discuss cancer or illnesses, like where does it take your mind? How does it make you feel when you hear it?
Man, to me it's scary, man. 'Cause I lost a lot of family to that disease, so it's like I don't like it personally. I don't use the word hate, but that's something I hate. I hate cancer. I'm gonna tell you that, but it's like I lost a lot. It's a traumatizing thing to my family. Like a lot of my family lost their life to that disease right there. So it's me personally, I got a real bone to pick with cancer. So,
It's come step in this ring real quick. Yes, may sound funny, but it's like
serious.
yes, Some things you just have to find a joy in. Because I was told by another teacher here in this building, you have to fight for your smile. Like literally fight for it. And when you fight for it, you start to feel that joy of that triumph. Like you may not necessarily made it over the hill just yet, but you feel it because you got to look to the hills from which your blessings come from.
Yeah, because it's gonna be some times where you're gonna want to say I don't want nothing to do with it, but you can't. You gotta be like a strong support system. That's the only way to get the ones that need that extra love and that extra care get through what they getting through. So you can't just give up just because you scared. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your fear to the side and be fearless for that person that's being fearless as well. Like so it's a combination type of thing. Like y'all both gotta be as one. It can't be one against the other. It gotta be joint together. So it's like
a joint faction.
Yeah. Yes. So you gotta put yourself in, like I said, in these shoes. It's all the way through. It's a 24-hour thing.
Yes, you ain't lying on that. Because our mothers is 24/7. Yeah. Mom, even in her sickness, even when she probably didn't even want to go to work, even when she probably didn't want to talk to dad on the phone, say, hey, come pick him up. Like it's for as far as the endeavor situation of being sick, it's beautiful to see you come out of it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
especially 100% when you come out 100% strong. Not like, you know, you got people that go through situations, they come out not the same. You know what I'm saying? They might, you could lose your head, you could lose your sight, you could lose your stability to walk, you could lose your stability to just do your everyday life things. So to see a woman or a man that come out 100% strong after fighting a disease like that is incredible. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of like a mission impossible thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like you said, it's beautiful.
Because you told me in your mom's situation, because we anyone who has gone through cancer know that you're given 3 options. You're given radiation, surgery, and I forgot what the other one was. Chemo. And you said your mom, she took the surgery, so they scraped it.
Yeah, they did the scrape. Because she was actually, like, it was a blessing. She went one day, I think around this month, in October 2014, she went and did the what they call it, the mammogram.
Yes.
Got checked. You know, her sister. I think they had a strong discussion about it. They first sat down. They all talked about it to go get checked, and they wound up going to get checked. And my mother was actually the person that came back positive. So it's like, she's the baby out the bunch. My mother, the youngest out of all her sisters and brothers. So for her to have that,
big.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a big burden on everybody. So it was a blessing that she went that day and got checked and caught it early. So got the procedure done, and like I said, she came out 100% strong.
Can we go into the audience real quick? Is there someone in your life that you wish you can be their legs, be their arms, be their eyes, or probably even their ears? You don't necessarily have to say their name, but you can just give a brief story of that person in a just out of love. Just.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, my name is Lois, and I've been in recovery for about 5 months now. I'm very blessed, but definitely for my mom. You know, she's been through a lot. She has her minor medical complications, and I'm definitely one of her biggest motivator and supporter.
Yes.
But one subject that I wanted to touch on was my brother, who passed away about 2 months ago. He passed away. And due to his passing, you know, he had a lot of medical complications. He had lupus, you know. He had a severed leg due to a truck accident. And unfortunately, he lost his life. And at that time, I couldn't get clean. So that's something that's been, you know, hovering over me. It hurts, you know. But I know that today I'm doing the right thing, and I'm living and breathing for him.
Somebody hug that man, because honestly, that's a lot to say. Because
salute. Big
Yes.
salute for that.
Yeah, anyone else?
Yes, my name is Marlena. I told you about this before. My father passed away from cancer, and it bothers me all the time. That's why I don't really never talk about it. When he passed away, I was on drug court. So when my aunt called me and told me that my father passed away, I went straight to the liquor store. That was the second sanction. I went to the liquor store, and I never forget, I had drunk, and it was only beer, and I had got sanctioned, and I never got a chance to say goodbye to my father. And I'm the only child with my father, and I never got a chance to say goodbye to him. So sometimes, like when we talk about cancer and all that, I get real quiet because I never said goodbye to my father. When he left, I was locked up. Yep, so that's all.
You see, Day One, it's many people that are like us, struggling, and when we talk about it, it brings them empowerment in their struggle, because it brings us empowerment to see you sit here and talk about your earth that gave you breath, gave you life, gave you your name, your identity of who you are as a man, like so much, and to be here talking about that, because you was her mascot as much as she is yours, always to the end.
Neck to neck, back to back.
Yes, it brings a healing within the faction of your family. It brings in healing within the faction of your soul. I want to cry because I suffered from family members who had cancer. My elder sister, she had cervical cancer as well, and she got 7 kids. But she's doing great. She's doing phenomenal. And
Salute to that. Salute to her too.
And it's a miracle when you believe that you are a miracle. It's not just about being told. You gotta believe it.
Yeah, first. You gotta believe it first.
Starts with you first. And to close our podcast, what thoughts come to mind when you think of the journey you and your mom went together?
As far as what, like, just like life in general?
The whole thing, like even all the way up to sitting here.
Oh, I was always getting on my mom's nerves, so so I was one of those kids. I was always up under my mom's, just asking her for everything, So even sometimes I caught myself when I was younger with my mom's. When she used the word no, I get offended, like I get mad and get rebellious with it. But then as you grow up, you just know that it's no hard feelings. It's just like teaching you how to do for yourself, and how to get things done on your own, and instead of it's always depending on that backbone all the time. Sometimes that backbone, you might got to be your own backbone sometimes. So just teaching me how to just being independent man, because the male wasn't there in my house, so my mom had to be both, my father and my mother. So she taught me how to be both. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. But as far as I could take anything I could change.
Nah, you don't not necessarily change. I'll read the question again.
Like fix.
What thoughts come to mind when you think of the journey you and your mom went through?
Oh, the journey. Oh, we went through so many journeys. The thoughts. I don't even know where to start, man.
Just sum it up the best way you can. Just within, or give it one word.
I'm gonna use the word immaculate. I'm gonna use the word immaculate.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Day One, immaculate mascot.